Carlos Hernandez Fernandez pleaded guilty to impersonating a doctor back in 2017, was sentenced to 6 years in prison for operating on at least 50 patients without a medical license. Well, this morning, state regulators accused him of basically doing it all over again. They say he impersonated a doctor to get an ID at Swedish Medical Center and may have done a nose job and an eye lift on a patient without a medical license. Another woman claims that he scheduled her for a consultation for a breast augmentation, all while saying that he was a licensed doctor.
The lights were out at Bare Beauty Aesthetic Care in Lakewood this morning, hours after the state's medical licensing board heard some serious allegations about what might have happened inside. Allegations that the man whose diploma sits in the lobby is pretending to be a licensed doctor again.
There is a complaint that the same individual that we've been discussing approached a potential client, identifying himself as a doctor, provided a business card, scheduled a consult for a breast augmentation revision, all of which this individual is not a licensed physician.
The complainant called Steve on Your Side too, provided us with that business card for Dr. Carlos Hernandez. If that sounds familiar, it's because his name is missing a word. Carlos Hernandez Fernandez went to prison in 2017 after Denver prosecutors found he pretended to be a plastic surgeon there and operated on 50 people without a medical license, leaving some of them scarred.
The same individual was found at a hospital with a hospital badge identifying him as a physician, although he continues to not be licensed.
The same Carlos Hernandez Fernandez was arrested on July 9th, accused of convincing a security guard at Swedish Medical Center that he was a doctor who lost his badge, getting a new one, and walking around in restricted areas inside the hospital for days. That case is still pending.
There is a complaint in front of the panel. The same individual performed a rhinoplasty on a patient.
The board referred the case to the Attorney General's office, and
I make a motion to send a cease and desist order for this particular case so we can hopefully get the word out.
Steve on Your Side, the only camera there this afternoon as state regulators tried to serve Hernandez Fernandez at the clinic. They had the same luck we did. Hours earlier, Hernandez Fernandez denied the allegations to me by phone, said he was only trying to help a physician friend set up a med spa, said he didn't want to do an interview with us.
You still there?
He didn't want to do one in the parking lot of his clinic either when I spotted him in the passenger side of an SUV without a license plate driving through the parking lot.
It's going the other way.
The problem is the police seem to know about that car too, because 20 minutes later, they pulled it over and the team from Dora served that cease and desist order after all, right in front of our cameras.
I spoke to the licensed doctor whose name is on the business license for Bare Beauty Aesthetic Care. He lives in Arizona. He says Hernandez Fernandez is a friend from college and he offered to invest to help him get the business started. He told me he only recently learned of his friend's criminal past and is working now to sever the ties to that business. Again, Hernandez Fernandez denied allegations that he called himself a doctor and performed that nose job, and he said he didn't want to talk about the criminal charges against him for impersonating a doctor at Swedish Medical Center last month. He has no license to practice medicine in Colorado. I'm Steve Stager, Steve on Your Side, 9 News.